With the NBA world still in a buzz and frenzy over the shocking Luka Doncic trade to the Los Angeles Lakers, we're just only a couple days away from the NBA trade deadline. And now there was a lot of moving parts, a lot of names who are rumored to be on the trading block. So we will stay up to date and see what happens. So now Dennis Schroder, who is a guard for the Golden State Warriors, had this to say and compares the NBA trade deadline to slavery. Take a look at his quote. It's like modern day slavery, or modern slavery, excuse me. It's modern slavery at the end of the day. Everybody can decide where you're going, even if you have a contract. Yeah, of course, we're making a lot of money and we could feed our families. But at the end of the day, if they say you're not coming to work tomorrow, you're not going over there, you can't decide. They can decide that. They got to change that a little bit. And now a lot of people, a lot of social media heads, a lot of keyboard warriors are coming after Dennis Schroder, saying, how can you compare a professional athlete to slavery? Slavery, you weren't paid. You were forced to do things against your will. There was no money involved. You guys are making millions of dollars. Your one game check can feed generations of family. Guys, calm the fuck down and actually listen to what he's saying. This is why today's generation has a low IQ. Now he is saying, again, they know that they make a lot of money and they're able to feed families. But these are people at the end of the day. He's saying that these organizations, these multi-billionaire owners can just trade you left and right. These people when you get traded, you have to go to a different city. You have to uproot your family and go wherever they sent you. You have no if, and, or say so about it. That's what he's comparing to slavery, not the money part. The fact that when a team tells you to go somewhere and they trade you and you have little to no say about where you want to go, you have to do what you're told to do. That's slavery. Slavery, you had to do what you were told to do. You had no input about it. He's saying that when these teams trade these players, they have to go there and they have no if, and, or say about it. Especially, again, these are human beings. Just because they are rich, they are multimillionaires, they still have families to take care of. They still have to uproot their families and probably go halfway across the country and settle in, especially when they get traded. Like this, for people who don't understand how professional athletes' lives are, it's a 24/7 round the clock movement. That's also a reason why they're paid multi-millions of dollars. Just how a job is a slave. If your boss tells you to do something, you do it. And if you don't do it, you're fired. You no longer have the ability to financially provide for yourself, keep a roof over your head, clothes on your backs, food in your stomach. That's what Dennis Schroder is saying. Yes, they get paid millions and millions of dollars. That is what the job is paying them. But when you got to get up early as hell in the morning, you got treatment, you got workouts, you're flying across the country, you're spending time away from your family. These guys are on the road more than they are with their families. And he's saying when you get traded to a city that you did not want to go to, probably, because most of these players don't like getting traded to a team that they don't want to go to, you have to go. You have to pack your shit up. You have to pack your family shit up and go where they send you. Yes, you still get a paycheck, but you're uprooting your family. And again, these are guys who've been traded 5, 6, 7, hell, 10, 12, over 20 times in the span of their NBA career. They got wives, girlfriends, kids, aunts, nephews, moms, dads that they got to take care of that are coming with them. So again, we understand that these guys are well off. But just because, stop thinking about the fucking money and think about what they have to go through. Again, for you 9-to-5 people, tomorrow you're guaranteed a job. You're set in a city or state where you're at. Your job can't all of a sudden tell you got to go halfway across the country and go work for another company. It doesn't work like that. When you got a job, you're settled into your job, you're settled into your career, you have a home, you have a house, you have wife, you have a kids, then you're good. They can't just ship you across the country or ship you to another state. But in the NBA, they can ship you across the country or they can ship you to another state. And now you have to once again uproot your whole family, pack your whole family stuff, and go where they tell you to go. And now you got to look for schools to put your kids in. Now you got to look for a house. You got to look for an apartment. This shit happens to these people. Just because they're rich does not mean that they're immune to going to these things, excuse me. Luka Doncic just bought a $15 million home in Dallas a week before he got traded. $15 million he spent. Yes, he has the money, but now he got to go and sell that home. Now he has to go uproot his wife, uproot his kid to Los Angeles. They got to find a new place to live. They got to get settled down. He probably has to go find a daycare or a school to put his kid in. That's a lot for a man to do. That's a lot for a person to do. That's what Dennis Schroder is saying. And again, these teams, these organizations ain't talking to you unless you're an elite player that, hey, where do you want to go? Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, hell, 10 times out of 10, they trade you. They say, hey, you got to trade to that team. You got to go to that city tomorrow morning. That's not fair. That hurts these people. Because again, they have to uproot their family to move again and move again. Imagine constantly moving from job to job to job, city to city to city, state to state to state. That's a lot. So let's have more compassion and understanding and a better, higher level of IQ to what Dennis Schroder is saying. Take away the money part. We know that these guys are rich as fuck. He's saying when a job can ship you anywhere you want to go, or anywhere that they want you to go, you gotta go. This isn't a 9-to-5 where you can stay in a state, in a city for 20, 30, 40 years and retire with your home. You're traveling all the time. And when that job doesn't want you anymore, they'll tell you, hey, we want you to go from New York to California, or from New York to Florida, or from Florida to Chicago. You gotta go. And you gotta bring your family with you. And you got to find a new house and a new school, new daycare, new all that. Let's have a better understanding of what these people are saying. Come on, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you agree, disagree with my commentary? Leave your comments down below. Smash like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.